Remember your favorite class in high school? The one your entire day revolved around? Whether it be the subject, the teacher, the assignment, or because that cute kid sat next to you. Your entire day revolved around that class. Well, that was art class for me. Senior year, my friend and I, it was our last class of the day. We would race from the basement of our high school to the 4th floor. It never mattered who won, even though it was mostly me. It didn't matter what had happened earlier that day, if we failed our chemistry test, or if we stumbled through our English speeches. We made it to art class, and that was all that mattered. Ever since high school, my art has been complimented, and people tell me how nice it is. But as soon as I tell them that's what I'm going to college for, they immediately attack and question why I would ever do that. What kind of job can you get with an art degree? You have so much more potential than that. And my personal favorite, for your own good, you should reconsider. Yeah, I've heard just about everything. But as Ken Robinson says, doing something for your own good, it's rarely for your own good if it causes you to be less than who you really are. And for a while, I did think about going to college for something other than art. But I knew what I didn't want to do. I don't want to sit at a desk and type. I don't want to do mindless work. And I surely don't want to keep working retail. But every other degree I was considering would ultimately lead me to one of those endings. I came to Mount Union in search of an art degree because I knew it was the only thing that was going to make me happy. I know you're all thinking the same as them. What kind of job can you get with an art degree? Well, you can go into advertising, marketing, video games, movies, website design. There's a lot more than you think. As the element says, people pursue their passions because they can't imagine doing anything else. I can't imagine my life without art and the freedom to express myself. But people express themselves in different ways. Like Gillian from The Element. She was very fidgety and quiet, and she couldn't pay attention. I'm exactly like that. But everyone else thought she had ADHD, so she went and got tested, and they just put her in a room, and they played music. She got up, and she started dancing. Nothing mattered but the music and her dancing. That's exactly how I feel when I'm in the art room. I don't care if I've been in there for half an hour or 4 hours. In my mind, I've only been there for about 10 minutes. I believe that nothing can disrupt the flow of energy between someone and what they truly love. But, much like Gillian, when I'm sitting in class, I'm fidgety. I can't pay attention. I can only think about things other than taking notes. My notes have always been random doodles and side notes and never really made sense. I can't write things in paragraph form, and that's kind of one of my downfalls. Another one of my downfalls is my absolute love of math. I like it because there's only ever one right answer. It's right or wrong, nothing in between, no creativity required. I was in my design class actually last week, and my teacher was giving his usual speech at the beginning of class, telling us about our next project and stuff, and I happened to overhear him say, "Creativity doesn't matter." I was shocked to hear that from anyone, let alone an art teacher. He went on to explain why creativity didn't matter for whatever reason, and I would tell you what his proof was, but I wasn't listening because I didn't care. Regardless of what my Design 1 teacher says or whatever my mental blocks are, I'm creative and successful with my element. And I know people are always going to question why on earth I would want to go to college for an art degree. But you know what? The greatest pleasure in life is doing what people say you can't. And that's exactly what I'm doing.